All right. Time to think up a good intro again. Maybe I'll just use this. Intro. Alright, this week's episode of The Climb is going to be a little shorter than usual, and you're probably wondering, why is that? Well, it's because I am traveling tomorrow to visit family and also for my job at the same time. So I'm going to be busy, but you will still get an episode next week. It just won't be from here. It'll be from my hotel room. But yeah, I'm still going to try and make it happen. It may be a little more low production quality than usual, but we'll make it work. Anyway, that's completely separate of it. So before I officially jump into The Climb for the week, I've been streaming on Twitch. I won't be streaming next week, but I will be streaming the week after that and more frequently from now on. There's a couple of VODs already up. I'm hoping to get stuff up on the COFY VODS channel. So the Twitch, yeah, I'm talking to you, Juan. Bro, I know you're not subscribed, bro. Follow the Twitch. So this week, I'm kind of going to lump everything together into one topic, which is burnout. This third week of doing this is when it's the first week I probably feel some drag for the first time. I've still been able to keep up with my motivations for the three things I'm doing, but this is the first week that I feel resistance, sort of, against my own goals. And so I kind of want to talk about the idea of that as a whole and why I think that probably happens. And I want to be clear, I have no medical background in any of this. This is a guy who's playing League on YouTube and trying to succeed. I just hit the shelf. Basically, I don't have any background on why these things happen, and I'm not trying to have a medical understanding. I'm more trying to talk about my personal experience with it and why I think that it maybe happens. That's a better way of saying it. So basically, I've always heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, that people build habits for 3 weeks. It takes 3 weeks to really cement a habit. And I can imagine that maybe it's just me, but your brain tends to resist on that third week. Around that third or fourth week of trying to build a new habit, your body kind of strikes back because you're kind of forcibly changing your routine. You're forcibly changing your daily energy. And some of that could also be because I've been particularly busy with my job this week and haven't had as much time in general. I've also been trying to stream more, which is adding a new thing into the mix too. And I wonder if that's really what it is, and it's just that, I'm really busy, so that's why it's been challenging, or if it really is this rhythmic, to break that habit, you're going to start feeling it more when you get closer. Because the last 2 weeks, even though I didn't make a ton of progress, I'm not going to act like I'm, magically amazing, but I started to really notice resistance this week. Some of it, I think, is I've become acutely aware of myself. For example, in League of Legends, I'm still playing better and I'm still making active choices to improve, but I notice myself getting tilted more, getting frustrated more when I make mistakes, probably because I'm now aware of myself. The first 2 weeks, I was kind of going in blind. It had been a long time, and my skill set, I felt good to perform anything. But now that I understand what I need to do, I recognize when I'm not doing it. The same thing with Japanese, when I hit my hiragana and katakana practice. And I want to give a quick shout out to two people who have really helped me this week, which is my friend Ray, my friend Josh, who both offered to help me with conversational practice. My friend Ray sent me a bonus thing for Wanikani so I can start getting into kanji a little early and feel really prepared for that portion of learning, which was really awesome of him. I really appreciate that he did that for me. And a big shout out to Josh for saying, anytime I needed help talking with somebody or had questions, he studied Japanese in college. He's willing to talk with me and help me. So big shout out to both of them. But I think that that's a good leaning point in the sense of I'm now aware that there's people who are supporting me on this. I'm now aware that there are, methods and vibes, if you will, that I have to go for, an energy I have to display. And I'm now finally aware that, I'm doing this and I'm not giving up. So things have got to start changing. I've got to really start being regimented because now I'm aware when I'm not. I notice when I miss the gym. It starts to weigh on me more than someone thinking about it in a hypothetical, right? And I think burnout doesn't come from the fact that you're actually tired of doing something. It comes from the fact that you're not doing it, that you're, for some reason, not meeting those proper requirements. And that's probably because you have exhausted yourself in one way or another. And while I don't think I'm feeling burnout like some people do right now, I'm kind of aware that I've felt that before in college and in other portions of my life, and I don't want to repeat that, if that makes sense. By having experienced severe burnout before and a stress that I definitely don't want to deal with again, I find myself catching myself before it happens now. I see it happening. I see, I've got to start being more responsible with my daily routines with this. If I want to learn League, if I want to learn Japanese, if I want to improve my fitness, I can't just do it willy-nilly. And I've been trying to build those habits, and now that my body is resisting those habits, because your body doesn't like change, it eventually just adapts to it, and that's when you start to love it, because your body has now adapted to what you want it to do, so it's going to start falling into a new groove. I'm at that point where the groove is finally starting to be formed. I'm finally starting to feel a rhythm, and I'm kind of resisting it. And I can feel that burnout is being added to because of that, because it's an extra stress that I have to push through. So I think the key to getting past that, in my own retrospect, is to humble myself, to realize that it's okay to slip up, to realize that it's okay to not meet those goals perfectly. I didn't get as many league matches in this week. I was busy. I didn't get as much Japanese practice in as I had before. That's okay. I did really well on the gym this week. I did do that. I hit the gym like every day. I didn't get a lot of footage, but I got some footage I'm showing probably right now of me on the elliptical, which is cool. And I was able to, meet some middle points of, feeling better about myself, hitting, longer strides on the elliptical, or, running a mile, which was really cool. And I think that is the key. Even though I slipped up and didn't have as much practice in these other veins, other lanes, veins. Even though my practice fell short in other categories, I need to focus on the positives. Not every week is going to be perfect. This is a long journey that I'm on. This is going to last a long time, years possibly. And I need to be ready to understand that. I need to understand that not everything is going to be successful. You're going to have hard times. This isn't some, I'm doing this great YouTube series, I'm so cool, isn't this awesome? No, it doesn't work like that. Reality hits. You're busy. Things happen. And I have to remember to balance that, especially if there's other things I want to pursue too. Like, I love doing the streams. I've had a blast. The streams have grown a lot in the past few days. I've got like 5 or 6 new followers. Huge shout out to those people, by the way. I try to stream Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays, so moving forward. But anyway, about that. That takes time. I've been playing Deadlock, which also, Deadlock is awesome. I'll put some footage on screen. I've been playing it a ton on the stream. I really, really like it, and it's fun how Deadlock, in a way, allows me to still practice the mindset of a MOBA, because it's also a MOBA, that League approaches me with. So I feel like even though it's not the same game, generalized mindsets of being aware of the map, team fighting, stuff like that, I do still get that practice second-handedly. You have to take everything in stride. Little things help. Hey, you were playing Deadlock, you missed your League matches, that sucks, bounce back next week, or I can't next week, but you get what I mean. And then, use those things. Hey, you still learned some good mindsets from this, and it's okay to take your time. Nobody asked me to rush. Nobody needed me to be like, by Christmas, Tyler won. Nobody asked for that. These goals we put on ourselves, we have to meet them realistically. And I think a key way for me to push forward moving forward is to just take my time, accept that I'm human, accept that I'm not going to be perfect, and when I have those great weeks, celebrate them. When I don't, document them too, so other people see that it's not a perfect journey. That's all I got to say this week. Not usually the big fun upbeat episodes that I have, but I don't know, I feel this is an important step in the journey. I feel like when people go back and watch all of these episodes, I don't want them to feel fake. I want them to feel real. I want them to feel satisfying and feel like a journey that a human took, not some inhuman journey that I lived up to. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm really excited to continue this journey. I hope to have some unique and interesting perspectives next week while I'm on travel, and also get some good footage. It'll probably feel more like a vlog next week, but whatever. So thank you all so much. I'm super excited to move forward with all of you. So much love on the channel. Keep the vibes going. Have a nice cup of coffee, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.